This is all of my favorite meals for weight loss. For me, that means it has to be food that I actually enjoy, food that I'm actually like, ooh, I want to eat that. It's good as leftovers, high protein, low in carbs. I've been so excited to do this video for you guys, but I've been wanting to wait until I had my like top 5 that I always eat. So without further ado, these are my top 5 meals for weight loss. The first one is lasagna. All I do is up the protein and take out the noodles. You can take any lasagna recipe you want, down the sauce so there's a lot of meat in it, and then the cheese, and just take out the noodles completely. I don't even ever miss the noodles. It's so good, and it's one of those things where it's even better as leftovers. My second meal for weight loss, which is my personal favorite and probably my husband's favorite, is jambalaya. You can use any jambalaya recipe you want. I put chicken in mine, shrimp in mine, and I use turkey sausage. And so it's very meat heavy. I'll make rice to go with it sometimes, but most of the time I won't even eat the rice with it. So it's just a very like protein heavy meal, very low carb, way better as leftovers. It's one of those things that tastes even better the next day. I always use a rule of thumb for carbs to be the size of a fist. So if I do have rice with it, I just make it the size of a fist. My third meal is spaghetti. Of course, I do the same thing as I did with the lasagna, and then I keep the noodles and the meat sauce separate. I like my meat like very chunky, so just make it however you prefer. Any spaghetti recipe will do. Make it so that it's very, very meat heavy, very little sauce on it. And then I do chickpea noodles on the side, and that way sometimes if I just want to eat the sauce with like mozzarella on top, I'll eat that. Or if I want some carbs, then I'll do just like a fist size of the chickpea noodles, and I'll keep those separate so I can add it in as I want. All right, my fourth and another one of my favorites is just making taco meat. I put beans in mine for my husband. He loves to have beans. It's a good source of carbs, good source of fiber. So I just literally make beef, add some taco seasoning in it, add some beans in it. Of course, you know, I have to have my cheese. I put cheese on top of it. And then sometimes, actually most of the time, I'll take some tortilla chips, dip them in there, just so it's just giving me that kind of nacho feel, especially if you like tacos, nachos. It's perfect. The only thing I have to watch out for is not to get too crazy with the chips. Make sure every time I dip a chip, I put as much meat and stuff on there as possible. That way I'm still getting more protein in than I am getting carbs. And number 5, the last one, is chili. I just make it very protein heavy, lots of ground beef. When I make meals for my husband and I do 5 pounds of ground beef in pretty much all of these recipes. And then of course we get cheese to go on top. That's meal number 5. They're all really good as leftovers. What I found as I'm like trying to find different recipes is a lot of them just aren't as good as leftovers, and I don't find myself eating them. But these are the top 5 that I like am excited to eat. I cook in bulk, so I'll just make big batches and it lasts about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you guys have any meals that are your favorite as leftovers, please let us know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.